right, I need to share. Okay. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Jennifer. How do I turn this off? Okay. Hey, guys. Hi, Sherry. The one thing I did notice from last week is that the video quality on my computer is definitely not nearly as good as what it is on my phone. So if things look a little fuzzy, or if you watch it back and watching it back later and it looks fuzzy, it's just because of the quality of the camera. There's really nothing. There's nothing I'm willing to do. It's fine. I'm just explaining. Hi, Elisa. Hi, Teresa Louise. How are you guys? How are y'all holding up? I'm still working outside the home. I work in wine and liquor, and it is essential. So I go to work every day. Hi, Pamela. Hi, Nita. You're doing it. If you just typed and you can hear me and see me, it's the same as a regular live. It's just that it's unlisted. So unless you have the link from me, which I just went over and put in the Jelly Beanies and also in Becca's Babes, then you can't get into the live. It's like a private live is what it is. So that nobody, oh my goodness. Teresa Louise, why? Why did you lose your motivation, sweetie? Hi, Karen. Oh, I'm sorry, Nita. I don't know enough about how this works. Do you guys know? Hi, Donna. Oh, good. Yes, Elisa, you know what I mean. Sarah is sitting here with me. She says, you always look pretty, but aw, thank you, Sarah. What a sweetheart. Thank you. That makes me feel so good for tonight. Now I'm ready now. Hi, Gia. Oh, yeah, buffer. I hate that. You keep trying to quilt and then get asked to make face masks. Yeah. Hi, Paul. Then Jellybean just did that. I don't know if you. Hi, Kim. My sweet friend, Kim. Is Rhea there? Oh, sorry, Paula. And to be honest with you guys about the face masks, it's like I did take the time to make a tutorial and then ask you guys to please make masks. I just don't. I don't have the time for it. I think if I weren't an essential employee and and I was home, that might be a different story where I could make. I mean, I think Becca made like. Did she say she made like 300 masks or something like that? I mean, she's been sewing up a storm. Now, I probably could. I don't think I could have made 300, but I think I could have made masks if I hang at home or something. It is just committed myself to so many things before this even happened, and those things are still carrying on, so I have to do them, and, I've made a couple of friends, but nothing at a large scale. So, if you guys are making them, God bless you. Thank you so much. I know that they are appreciated and needed. So, um, oh my goodness, Donna, seriously, y'all are seeing me from like here on up because I don't even have a bra on anymore, and everything below here is like pajamas. Seriously. And the makeup, I can't wait to take it off after we're done. I put on fresh lipstick. That's all I did. um, let's see. I don't blame you for being tired of making them though. I really don't. I don't blame you, and I don't think anybody would blame you. You still keep making them, so that's coming from your heart. That's just amazing. Hi, Karen. Oh, Kim. I just did the cat lady and then I would have to edit it and all kinds of stuff. So if I have time, I definitely will post it tomorrow morning. Um, Hi, Miss Pandaland. Is it Steph? What? I got it right. I got it right. Hi, Patty. Hi, Tamala. I'm so glad you were able to make it work. Oh, Sherry. Well, here's the thing. Here's what happened. For the company, I do accounts payable and payroll. So we tested it one day to see that if for some reason, um, like we were told, by the governor that like nobody could go to work or whatever, right? Um, could I work from home? And the answer is yes, but it's very painful. I mean, I thought the payroll was going to be bad. Actually, the payroll was not that bad. Um, but the problem is, I'm not going to go into all kind of crazy stuff just because it's boring, really. But let's just say I'm a bit micromanaged. I'm just going to leave it at that. And so that kind of makes it difficult. And there's other things that would be going along with that. It's, like the printing the checks, I think would be fine, but then I have to get them signed. How in the heck am I going to do that? I don't, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I'm still working and I'm very thankful for that because that means that I can continue to pay for my house. Um, so me and Jimbo and the kitties, we all got a place to live. So I'm thankful for that. Hi, Rebecca. Hi, Angela. Hi, Alley Cat. Do you guys want some? Whitney Sews was making them fast. Whitney Sews has probably been sewing for like, most of her little life. She looks like she's 10, but she's been sewing forever. I mean, she probably could make them. She probably has like this whole. It's really good. Didn't she like make clothes and stuff? Like to me, the people who can like make clothes. And then the people who can make clothes say the people who can quilt. I don't know. I kind of think quilting must be easier, but what do I know? Okay, I'm making sure I got to everybody. I'm so glad I get to see y'all all typing in here. I know who you are. Have I gotten back into immersion? No, sadly. It's such a lot of work. And thankfully the information will always be there. Um, I do when I have the time at work during lunch, I will go and, like, watch a few of the modules, because she keeps them short and sweet, which is good, and so I can do that, but, um, yeah, I am so swamped with all of the just, other life things, unfortunately, and I think a lot of people are having that issue right now, um, so I will definitely get back into it. I think that for with immersion, I want to learn I wanna learn how to use, um, Illustrator for sure, and so that it's gonna all I need to do is apply it, and that's what I don't have a whole lot of time for. So even if the actual designing of fabric quilts, all that kind of stuff in Illustrator takes a little bit longer, at least I will have all of the, um, pieces that I need to go back, and they're always available. So, once we've paid for the program, um, we're lifetime we have a lifetime with it. So, you only pay once, and then you can always go back. So, I do have that, and I will do it. I think I'm probably more interested in the designing of quilts and blocks, to be honest. But learning how to design fabric is very interesting to me, and it may be something that would be even more interesting later on. So I'm happy to have it for sure. Um, Nita, the continuous strap, did you get that from, oh, what's her name? Hold up. Crafty Quilter? Did you get it from Crafty Quilter? Because I saw hers and I thought, "Oh my gosh, that is such a really good idea," where it hangs like it would stay here and then it goes, um, up through and then, you can tie. So it's like one big long strap where it goes around this way and then goes up, and then you can tie the strap, and that does look really cool. I mean, it looks you know, like, it would even be better for the people wearing them. Do you know what I mean? I have so many people who say, "Oh, I don't want the ones with the ties." If you have and by the way, you guys, I do have elastic hold up. I can push my chair back. I'm, like, right up against the desk. Um, it is thin, but I've heard and it's not the flat elastic, it's the round one, and this one, I heard from a lady who did the pattern, the one that I've been sharing, the one who lives in China and they wear masks like all the time. Like they wear masks every day. And she says this was more comfortable. So it's the reason why I got it. But what the heck do I know? But I have like a ton of this. So if y'all are making masks, let me know. I'll send you some. Not a problem. I don't know how many yards this is, but it's a lot. Um, okay, so where are we here? Oh, okay, I'm back up there. Hi, Sharon. I don't think I said hi to Sharon Parson and Marcia. Hi, Marcia. Oh, hi, Denise. You're chatting. Jay Badseed. Is that Jean? I think it's Jean. Yeah, that's true. With the study group, do you mean the accountability group? Yeah, that thing's fell apart. It's I don't know. I had very high hopes that it would be, but I think we're all too busy. And the one lady who I think should have done our group, she's an older lady who's retired, and she kept saying she didn't want to do it because she didn't know how to use the technology. And I'm like, well, I'll help you with that part. I'm like, but I don't have time to keep people accountable. I don't even have time to keep myself accountable. And I gave it a go. But honestly, like once like everybody except one person or maybe two people in the group wouldn't even respond to my emails, I was like, no, I'm done. Seriously, I'm not even going to waste my time. If you're not even going to reply, then I got stuff to do. Like, seriously. But oh, Patty, I love you. um, oh, good. Yeah. I think having the covers, especially like if they're, you know, to me, if they still have PPE, I still think it's a great idea for them to have the fabric mask, especially if it's got the pocket in the back, because then they can put the PPE in it. And if something's going to get dirty or compromised or whatever, it's going to be the fabric mask. And then you can just wash that every night. And I mean, I know it should be more than that, but if we don't have it, what are you going to do? I mean, I understand, and everybody has every right to complain. Listen, I get it, but you still got to try to do something. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. Yeah, I hear you, Becky. I know it was terrible that you got sick because that, yeah. And wasn't your daughter sick? Like, you know, right before that? Let's see. Yeah, yeah. A Korean YouTuber, Sewing Times. I haven't heard of her. I'm sure it's good though. Any of them you can make are good. Hey, Lisa. Lisa Marie. You know, Nita, I think it's so funny because I think it's a preference, you know? Um, because my friend who I had made a couple for, no, I made her one so far because I wanted her to try it. And I asked her if she wanted size. I do have a cajillion yards of elastic. But she said no, she wanted the elastic. I don't know. Some people do want the ties. I've heard loads of people say they want the ties. So it's like, I don't know, dude. Jess Okla Roots. That's a name. Jess Okla Roots. I wonder, is that like her real name? That's so cool. Are you guys watching, or do you guys watch The Voice? There was this guy who was on there, and I think his name is like Thunderstorm or something like that. And I was like, that's a name right there. Emily finished her quilt top. You know, I'm telling you, it's the getting it quilted that really separates the men from the boys. Teresa Louise got her color books and color pencils out. Oh, look, see, you got them in 1990 and they're coming in handy. That's awesome. Oh, yes. Every 5 days. And isn't that crazy? That is crazy. Sherry's back. Laura's here. Hi, Laura. All of our crazy brains are trying to learn how to do this. So take your time. Listen. You'll figure it out. I don't have to do nothing but sit here and talk. So I don't know what I'm saying, but everybody's figuring it out. So you'll get it. Hi, Nancy. Nancy's here from New Hampshire. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy, Becky, that, you know, it turned out to be just something else, which is good. Alley Cat is thinking of getting a puppy. Would your kitty hate you forever? I don't think so. But you never know. That's the only thing. I have a friend that I work with, and he had cats, and then both of his kitties passed. And so then they got a puppy. And I don't remember what kind of dog it is, but and so then after they got the puppy, he was like, "Okay, I have to have a cat." So then they adopted a kitty cat, right? Like a little kitten time, and then like really paying attention to what people say that you should do and kind of try, and you'll know. I mean, once they're like your puppy and your kitty, you'll know. So oh my Lord, Karen. Tornado warnings. Where's Karen live? Y'all know? Hi, Sarah. That's right, Stephanie. That's why there are long armors like you, because I don't quilt no more. I'd like break out into like hives if I have to quilt something. Jess is her name. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm like reading all the comments. I'm like, all of a sudden it's like radio silence. Oh, yeah. Well, Tiffany is the one I made the mask for. And so because she still has PPE at work, but she's like, "I'd really like to have one if you want to make me one." And I was like, "Yeah." And then what's really funny about it is I had kind of made one as like a surprise, and I was just going to mail it to her, and then it would be a surprise. Like she opens the mail, "Oh, got a mask," and then she asked me about it, and I had literally put it in the mail that morning. So I was like, "All right, well, I'm just gonna tell you, I just sent you one this morning." And she was like, "Oh, okay." And she likes it, and she told me she wants the elastic. So who knows? And I think so then, okay, so the one that I was giving out, I guess the lady has done like she's done like a revision again, and now she has a little thing that you could put up here. And so I bought some pipe cleaners. I'm waiting for them to come in. I don't know why I'm buying all this stuff whenever I don't have time to make masks. But I'll have all this stuff available. If anybody wants it, I'll just ship it to you. But I'm gonna I bought pipe cleaners, and apparently all you have to do is you just a piece of fabric, stick the pipe cleaner in, and then sew it right to the nose thing, like right on top, and just make it match maybe either the top fabric or the inside fabric or heck some other fabric. It really don't matter. And that's supposed to do that too. So I'm excited about that. So now every time I make them, I'm like doing something different because I'm like, oh, now she's done this, So yeah, we'll have to see how that works. Yeah, a lot of people are saying they like the ties, but then every once in a while you'll get that weirdo like Tiffany. Yeah, I'm gonna keep an eyeball out for Karen if she comes back because because I don't know what's going on with her with the tornado warning. Oh my gosh, Tucker, I don't know how to get over. I'm like so confused over where we are. I ordered a Tula 570 QEE. Oh, is that the Bernina Tula Pink? Is that what we're talking about? Listen, I know that everybody has their own opinion. Y'all don't hate me, but I'm not a huge Bernina fan. I've sat down and used one for like a day, and it's just not user friendly to me. I am so used to my baby lock, which is like probably a baby could sit down and start using it. It's crazy. Hi, Colleen. Aw, Laura's got a dog and a kitty and they love each other. Okay, Lisa says, if you create a casing on each side of the mask, you can use one string and feed it through. Yeah, right. It does make sense. I was just saying, I just got an email from somebody who had like a picture of it. And once I saw the picture, I'm all like, duh. Anyway. Oh, Sherry, so you're watching The Voice? I'm watching it too. Well, the great thing about The Voice is that it's something that I can just listen to because you guys, I haven't actually been able to sit down and watch a movie or a TV show or anything in like years. Okay. But if something can play that I can just listen to, awesome. So I listen to The Voice, The Masked Singer. I love The Masked Singer. All you really have to look at is whenever they're revealing. Other than that, you could just listen. And so I love it. I love it. Or it's like because I have to have noise going. It doesn't mean I'm not going to fall asleep sitting straight up on the sofa. It doesn't mean that's not going to happen. But at least if I've got something playing, then it feels like somebody's talking to me or whatever, and it helps a little bit. It also helps if I just keep eating, which is why I've gained 15 pounds. I don't know if anybody can tell, but I truly need to lose some weight. I mean, just because for me, it's not even, I don't care what nobody else thinks, but for me, I need to lose like 15 pounds at least. 20 would, but I can't stop. I snack because I hardly eat any real meals. It's just crazy. Okay, I'm scrolling down. Here we go. What happened? Did I just I think I just like it just shot to the bottom. Oh yes, Vicky is selling. She's selling them. That's really great. Oh, Becky, seriously, if you want some, just let me know. I'll send it to you. Just make sure I have your address. I'm not gonna make anybody buy it. That's crazy. That's crazy. If you're actually making them, I'm not actually making them. I don't have time. So if you need some, you just let me know. I'll send you some. Seriously. I'd much rather somebody be using it than it just sitting over here and doing nothing. I thought I might have been able to have time, but I think that all the time, and I don't have time. I don't know what I'm ever thinking, ever. Okay. Oh, Lisa's here. Hey, Lisa Kim. Tamala found a quilt top made so long ago that she doesn't even remember making it. I know I did, though, because I still have the scraps. That's awesome. Feels so good once that's done. I mean, seriously. I'm trying so hard in my spare time to like finish these for these two. These are the, gosh, which ones are these? We just did Cosmos. What's the one before that for Cotton Cuts, the puzzle mystery quilt? I have it. It's over there. Oh no, it's over here. What was it before that? Oh my goodness, this is gonna kill me now. Is Christy here? How did I not see Christy? Hi, Christy. How did I miss you? Hi, sweetie. Y'all, Christy hit 10,000 subscribers today. I am beside myself. The Stratford, that's it. So I have these two, and all I need to do is I need to piece my backings. I'm sending them off to David, and I can't wait. They're going to come back. Now, when I'm binding these, I'm going to film that to teach you guys how to bind. There were some people who were saying that they hate binding. I used to hate binding. Once you have caught on, you're going to love binding. Okay, maybe you won't, but I love binding now. Now binding is like my favorite thing because like once I have bound it, I'm just, oh, Lindy is, hold up. I have people like sending me private messages on Facebook asking how to get in. Hold on one second. I think y'all can still see me. And I'm going to go. Oh, hold up. Maybe I can. Let me get a link first. Copy. There we go. I'm coming, Lindy. Okay. I gave it to her. All right. Patty, if you're ready for it, hon, you know you're ready. Sometimes it just takes so long to, to know. Hi, Kathy. Kathy's here. Kathy Bridges is Kim's mom, and Kim owns Cotton Cuts. At the end, we're all going to need Weight Watchers. It's so funny. Yeah, I'm definitely. Well, the thing is that for me, this has been going on like for a couple of years now. I'm lucky that I've only gained 15 pounds. Seriously. Oh, really? Well, that sucks, rocks, about the pipe cleaners. Hi, Ilba. Donna, that's funny. You should try to like take a picture of whatever my face looks like whenever I go like. I'll try to every once in a while, like or something. And we're right. Gia, do I use a binding tool? No. I'm sorry. If for those people who've been watching me for the whole 4 years, and every time there was a period of time when I want to say, oh my goodness, like 4 or 5 boxes that I got all had that stupid binding tool in there. And I kept saying, this thing is like the stupidest thing on earth. You don't need this. Plus, every time, and I knew how to bind, okay? But every time I would try to use the stupid thing, it was so confusing that I was like, do not give this to someone who doesn't know how to bind a quilt. They're going to be so confused by the time it's done. Do you like them? I'm sorry. I'm really sorry if you like it, but I think it is the most ridiculous thing ever. Just my opinion. When I do it with you guys, I will show you, seriously, all you need is one regular ruler. You do not need a specialty tool to do the binding. I swear to you. Okay. You love that face? You want, the thing is, you guys, I will never go on a diet again. Never. I have been on a diet for probably, well, definitely way more than half my life. And since having the gastric bypass, honestly, like I just won't, because I don't know why. And it's strictly Yvette. Okay. And somehow like people, society, something like that just makes you feel like lesser of a person when and then plus it's like, ever do that again. I am going to like for myself. And I try to just think for myself. I am not worried about what other people think. I don't care if you think I'm fat. I don't care if you think, oh, you're way too skinny, or why are you saying that? Blah, blah. I don't care. It's all about me, right? And how I feel. And for me, it's like, yes, I am very willing to cut back on things, or like if I'm going to decide to have a cookie, then it needs to be up to me to tell myself that I can only have 1 cookie or 2 cookies. And then that has to be it. But that's my responsibility, and to me, that's better than saying I can't have like an entire food group or something like that, like ever. I don't know. It's just me. It's just me. It's just me. I'm gonna stop talking about dieting now. I know some people love to diet. That's fine. Y'all start y'all's Weight Watchers for Jelly Beanies, though. I am perfectly okay with y'all doing it. Really. Each individual person can make up their own mind about what they want to do with their bodies, and y'all can have fun with it, really. Just don't expect me to do it. Oh gosh, I asked for it. This is from Lisa just sent me like a Facebook Messenger. I'm like getting all these messages. I'm going, I'm trying to do a live here, peeps. I probably like got somebody mad about the binding tool. Okay, Lisa Kim says she likes her binding tool. She always cuts too short the other way. Okay. Tamala doesn't like it because it's smarter than her. Glennis doesn't like it. Tamala says it's easy. Oh, well, I like big butts and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. When a girl walks in with an itty bitty waist and a round thing in your face, you get sprung. Want to pull up tough because you notice that butt was stuffed deep in the jeans she's wearing. I'm hooked and I can't stop staring. Oh, babe, I want to get with ya and take your picture. My homeboys tried to warn me, but that butt you got makes me so horny. There you go. It has been a while. You don't have to super chat. I don't know what in the world the super chat's doing. Don't matter. Oh, Tina, you had did you have like gastric bypass, like the full one, or did you get sleeve, or what'd you do? You use the binding tool as a template to make a friendship braid. Oh, okay. I don't even know what that is. I don't know what the friendship braid is, but it sounds cool. I have an idea in my head of what it must look like. Patty had a sleeve surgery. Okay. Yeah, October. Okay, so here's my thing, Marcia, is that like it took me a while. My thing is I learn by seeing and doing, right? Like I can't just read something and know what it is. And also like those stock pictures, like somebody drew a picture, I can't look at that either. I need to got skipped. It would go from like this point to like this point. You were like, wait, hold on. How'd you get over there? And so like, I say this about paper piecing too, for like a year and a half. Every time, you can ask Jim, every time, one day, it just clicked. And now I'm like, oh, and now I love doing it. And I think it's because I figured out something that was so elusive to me. Like first, and I couldn't figure it out. Like I would sit there and I'd tell Jim, I don't understand. I don't understand why I can't get this. I've watched this lady 1,000 times. I've watched that lady 1,000 times. Feels like something's missing. I don't know how I'm supposed to get to this point, And so I definitely need to make a video about that because, and I know there are not a lot of people, but every once in a while what happened in the middle. To me, that's the biggest problem with people trying to learn on the internet, because also it's like it's also like perfect and there's nothing wrong with that as long as you're giving everybody every single, right? Or like if you mess something up, then say, hey folks, I just messed this up. Let me show you how to fix it. That never happens either. And I always was like, how can you like leave people like that? Oh, I messed that up. But here's how it's supposed to look. Well, thanks. But now you walked me through the wrong way and you haven't said anything about how to fix it. I don't know. I get frustrated sometimes with a lot of the videos that I'd seen, which is why I try to do them differently. All right. So I'm going to keep going on. Please share. I've never even heard of that. Jellybean. Is that Jellybean over there? Hold on. Okay, Jellybean and Sammy are both sleeping. Sammy's up there, and Jellybean is down sleeping with Teresa McBrayer's pillow. Did you guys hear about Teresa's husband? I just want to say, I don't know if she's here. I hope she's not, because she really needs to be, with her family. But I heard about that her husband passed, and I feel so bad for her. I really do. I just thought I would let you guys know in case you hadn't heard. I think that people in our community who know her have been telling people though. So you probably already know. I hope so. Hi, Lynn. I see you down there. And where are we? Where are we? Yeah, diet is a dirty word. I don't think there's anything wrong with people doing that. You know what I mean? I really don't. Um, it's just, I mean, really, probably from the time I was, well, after my parents got divorced. So I was about 7 years old. Um, I just got fat and I stayed fat my whole life until I was in high school. And then a friend of mine and me, we just stopped eating. We were in high school. We were in 11th grade. We just stopped eating. Um, I lost weight. And then, wow, everybody liked me again. Imagine that. Kind of teaches people the wrong thing. And then lots of life happened. And then I gained more weight than I had ever gained in my entire life. I have pictures of me that I don't even like to look at. Like it's, it, I don't even know. And my thing was that I had no problem going to the gym. Like I'd go to the gym 2, 3 times a week, no problem. I hated sweating, but once I got going, I was okay. But I couldn't lose weight because I couldn't change the way I was eating. Not long enough. Like if I would get to a point where I had lost like 20 pounds, right? Which was like nothing considering what I needed to lose. And then it would just stop. And that will always happen with your body. It has nothing to do with anything you're doing right or wrong. Your body will always get to one point and it's going to stay there for a while because it gets scared. It's like, whoa, what's going on? What's going on? We're so limited in, you know, you know, and that's why it's like, even when you had, like I had gastric bypass, there got to be to a point where I stopped losing weight. And that happens to every single person. And it's so hard because you're like, why am I doing this? I'm not losing any weight. And then you go, that's how the whole cycle goes. And so I don't know. I mean, I just get worried because I know for me, um, I had to, and it took having gastric bypass to be able to lose weight because I needed the help. I was not the kind of person who could be on a diet, get to a point where I would stop losing weight and then go, "Oh, eventually it'll start again." No. I'd get pissed. I'd be like, "No, this is crazy. I'm like starving to death." That's what you feel like anyway, because your body's so used to having so much more than it needs. Um, and I would be like, "This is crazy. This is ridiculous." I would have headaches all the time. I was like, "No, forget it." So I would quit. So I needed the help. I was not a disciplined person in that regard. And so um, yeah, best thing I ever did in my life. Um, it took me about a year and a half to stop morning food. 2 years maybe. Yep. It was bad. It was bad. Yvette is buffering forever. Oops, I keep missing all of this. Oh, somebody has a binding video? Hold up, I missed all of that. um, I do diagonal seam binding for sure. Yeah. I didn't wanna for me, I just wasn't satisfied with the other one. Um, I wanted it, you know, I wanted it the other way, so I just kept doing it until, you know, I just kept doing it until I finally learned, so oh, Maxie Makes has one, she does. I don't think I've ever watched it, though. I don't remember if I have. I must have. Um Oh, yeah, Lynn, food was everything for me. In some ways, it still is. I mean, I'll be honest, I don't think I'll ever get over that. Um, I've just gotten I made it through. Like, there are some people, God bless them, who, like, gain all the weight back. It's so easy to do, um, because, I mean, I grew up in the South. Food was everything, like, everything. We Every time we were planning a vacation, a trip, anything, um, one of the first things we would have to figure out is where we were gonna eat. Just was like, you know, when I was happy, I ate. When I was sad, I ate. Somebody dies, you eat. Somebody's born, you eat. I mean, it was just, um, yeah. And not just eat a lot. People would bring a whole bunch of food over and everybody would sit there and eat until he was like laying on the floor, rolling over like a worm. I mean, it just, oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh, Karen's there. Hi, Karen. I'm glad you're okay. And look, your internet's working. That's awesome. You should put down your bag of peanut butter cups. You really don't. I I don't know. How many have you had? Uh, and the funny thing is, like, for me, I didn't have, like, a whole lot of problems with the gastric bypass, I really didn't, but I will say that even to this day, I never know how food is gonna affect me, like, meal to meal, I never know. Like, some days I can sit down and I can eat, like, 2 slices of pizza, no problem, and I'm like chocked, right? But I'm done and I'm full and and everything's fine. Other times I will like take a couple of bites of chicken, or what's bad for me is stuff like pasta. I love spaghetti, but it's like I have to either take an hour and a half to 2 hours to eat like the smallest little bowl of spaghetti, or I can only eat like a few bites and then I have to stop because it feels like it's stuck right here. But I'm still alive and I'm happy and, so, whatever. Did everybody go? Like, nobody's talking. I feel bad. I feel like I need to stop talking about food. What y'all want me to talk about? Oh my goodness. Linda, you've had one peanut butter cup? I think you're fine, hon. Look on the back of the bag and see what the serving size is. That tells you sort of where you should be. Something, that's why. Um Oh, Tamla, you were interested in what I had to say about bypass, gastric bypass? I could have a big ol' Oh, Lynn, I did get it, but I only got to read, like, a little piece of it. I was busy at work. I'm so sorry, hon. But when I think you might have sent it after, and I was, like, I was falling asleep. Like, I was trying to take, like, a half an hour nap. The Fort Worth fabric quilt starts on Monday, on the 13th. Is it the 13th? I'm trying to pick my leg up. Um, it starts on the 13th. And that you're going to get the cutting instructions and the first week of blocks on Monday. Quilting programs are quilt designs. That's what you want me to talk about? Um, quilting programs. What could I talk about? Quilting programs. Y'all would have much more to say about than I do because I don't really I don't have time to really watch quilting programs or um I'm trying to learn how to design quilts. It's just, you think this is gonna sound bad. Y'all prepare yourselves. But I think if so many people are like quilting, like designing quilts, there's no reason why I can't design a quilt in like, 5 minutes from now. But I cannot do it. I don't know, I I don't know. I think I'm trying to think in my head that I want mine to be so different from everybody else's so that it's unique or it's, you know, but you guys, like seriously, everything's been done out there. Like pretty much. Um, so how is the Quilt Pro for designing quilts? Do you mean Electric Quilt 8? I have EQ8. Um, there's a learning curve, and I am learning that. I have this class that I take that I think is really good, but you know, you have to really take your time with learning. And it's just there's a learning curve with everything. And that's my problem too, is that Ilba, I'll show you exactly what I mean. I swear, like as soon as I get these off to David, he'll have these quilted in like a day. So it'll come back to me and it'll be on me to bind them up. So as I'm doing it, I will make a video and show you. So the diagonal means that, you know how like when you're making a strip, like let's say you have 2.5-inch strips, okay? Jelly roll, whatever. Have you made a jelly roll race quilt? So if you do that, you have to connect the two together. And to do that, you want to put them together perpendicular in a perpendicular manner. And then you stitch across, and that makes it a diagonal bind, like a diagonal connection, right? Instead of just a straight connection where you just like tuck them into each other. Does that make sense? I hope so. I'm probably not using the correct terminology. I show better than I tell, I guess. So, Karen, did you take any classes for EQ 6 and 7? I don't know if they were available at the time. I just found mine, so I'm gonna write those down. Hold up, where's my pen? If y'all saw this desk, it would be a miracle if I could find anything. I have an unsharpened pencil from Cotton Cuts. What is this? It's friction, but do I have another pen? Oh my goodness. I don't know how. I never find anything here. That's what it is. Ohio Barn Star. And Prairie Flower Block. Because my idea was that I was going to design a quilt. And someday I will. So don't y'all steal my idea. Gorgeous outside. We won like, I don't know, best garden in the world or something in the city. And it was fun. We got to go to like town hall, get an award and all this kind of stuff. It was great. And so I thought, okay, so my first quilt that I'm going to design is going to be called Jim's Garden. And so I started, what is the Fort Worth fabric quilt? Oh, okay. So, Sharon, I have, okay, so Fort Worth Fabric Studio has a mystery quilt that they do like 3-4 times a year, or at least 4 times a year. And it goes for like 6 weeks. And you start at the beginning where you can buy a kit or you can use your own fabric, and the pattern is free. So, but because it's a mystery, you only get like one portion of it a week. And then by the time the end comes, you've got this whole quilt top, and then you can just, you know, bind it. And now you've got a little mini quilt, like the one that we're doing starting on Monday, my YouTube, and look up, because you'll see I've done 4 or 5 quilts of theirs already. And I have playlists. So if you go to the playlists, you'll see each one. And if you click on the playlist, it'll have all the videos that went with that particular quilt. And the patterns are still available for free on the Fort Worth Fabric Studio website, which I should have links to in my videos. Like if you look in the description box, they'll always be down there of where you go to get them. So we're starting one on Monday that's called the Ultimate Picnic. It's basically like a red, white, and blue quilt. And you can either buy their kit or you can just use your own. You don't even have to make it red, white, and blue if you don't want to. You can do whatever you want. It's your quilt. And on Monday, oh, good night, Tina. I have to go. Oh, it's only 9:30. I don't know why does it say? Oh, it's 9:30. I gotcha. I'm going, why does it say we're on an hour already? Y'all don't listen to me, seriously. Lisa, I like houses too. I do. And so, yes, I did see that, Elba, and I am going to show you those corners. I'm telling you, when I show you what to do, it is so easy. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, but that's a good thing. It's easy, and all you have to do is see how to do it, and then you're good. I'm telling you, it is like, it's not even like a learning curve. I swear to you. I'll show you. And I just have to hurry up and make these quick. Well, I mean, they're done. I just got to like piece my backing because it's awkward size. So, yeah, well, see, that's what I want to do, Jennifer. I want to do a paper piecing blocks Jim's garden. That's what I want to do. But you think, oh, it's just so easy, but it's really not just easy, right? Especially with paper piecing. Like, I'm great at paper piecing, but for me to have to think about if I design the block, there's a whole thinking process that goes into it, and it kind of goes backwards, which I'm okay with. But it's still, everything has a learning curve. You just have to get it in your head. And so it's being able to sit down and, be able to do it. Gina, how many mystery quilts have there been? I started in 2018. I did their Halloween mystery quilt. So it was at least that far back, but I think they had them even before that. I think they were probably a couple before that. And then I've been doing them, since then. I've done them every time they've had one. I think I've done one every time. Did I do one every time? I mean, I think I did. But there's a lot. There've been a good amount. And Pamela, your daughter's making binding right now and she hates it. Oh my goodness. We all have something that we're going to like and that we don't like. Where am I at? Okay, so Karen had asked me about EQ. Where's Karen again? Okay, so Lindy, if you go to FortWorthFabricStudio.com, up on the top right, you're going to see, it's going to say digital patterns. Click on digital patterns, and then it'll be like the first one top left. It's the Ultimate Picnic is what we're working on. And the lady's name is Carrie Shell, I think. And I think she's a great teacher and everything's great. You get like 3 lessons a week, and each month there's like a topic of what you're learning. Like, you'll learn, there's all kinds of different blocks, right? And she'll teach you how to go and get a picture, bring it into EQ8 or whatever you've got. I've heard EQ8 is a lot better. I've never even tried the other, so I'm not speaking from experience on that one. I'm just hearing that it's a lot friendlier. That's what I've heard from people who have used both. And so anyway, I want to remember, like, I want to say I pay like $30 a month or $35 a month. And like I said, you get 3 lessons a week. And by the time it gets to the end, I mean, you know what you're doing. And it's just that there's a lot of things to learn, and I've been doing that for a bit, and I really do like her. Anyway, I would recommend her. I don't know anybody else though, so it's not like I can compare. let me tell you something. Blueprint is kind of chapping my hide right now. First of all, I have been I've paid the annual thing ever since it was Craftsy. Okay. So where you go in and like with Craftsy, I had that one was different. It was like you would buy a class and then you'd have it forever, right? And then Blueprint comes along and they're like, well, now you're gonna like you're gonna pay an annual fee and then you can use any class you want. Any class you want, right? Okay. And then from paying the annual fee, you would also get to pick, I don't remember how many we would get, but there was a certain amount that you would get of where you would say, okay, this class right here, I want the forever class so that you would always have it, right? Even if you quit paying the annual fee, those classes would be in your library. Well, I've just gotten so behind that at this point I have like, I think I have like 12 forever classes that I can get. And so they sent me an email like just a few days ago and they said that they're not going to do the forever classes anymore. But here are your 12 classes and go get them now. I'm like, okay. I mean, that kind of ticks me off, but I told myself, I was like, at least they told me and I can go and get them. Okay. So I click on their little link, right? Well, first of all, the little link, unless you were already signed in, it got mad at you. So I signed in, I went back out, I went back to the email, clicked again, it got me in there. And then I had this whole list of like my 12 things that I had to go and pick, right? So I click on the first one where it says, go and get a forever class. Okay, fine. So then this whole list of like 3,000 classes comes up. Okay. Well, you start scrolling down and like about, I don't know, quarter of the way down, everything below that has like no pictures of what the class is. I mean, you got like but you got that little symbol that says the picture's not loading for whatever reason. And you're like, okay. So then I went up to the top and I was like, well, let me just look at the ones for quilting right now, just to see what they've got. So I click on quilting. Nothing happens. It just sits there. Okay. And so I'm like, well, let me go back to the other part. So I go and I click on my face to like drop down the account menu. It won't even drop down the account menu. Okay. Well, what's going on? Then you like went down. I'm scrolling down and stuff with no pictures, right? And it's all, I mean, it's like there's 3,000 things and it's like, it's all mishy-mash, right? And so I decided, I was like, okay, there's this calligraphy thing. I really don't have very much interest, but I'm like, let me just look and see what it looks like. So if anything says subscription, you can't use that for a forever class. Okay. So it's got to be something that's not a subscription. Okay. Fair enough. That's another thing you learn. So then I clicked on this other one and it has this part where it says like click here for forever class or something like that, but it's all grayed out. And you go to click on it and like nothing happens. You just sit there and you sit there and I'm like, what is going on? So I sent an email and I was like, I replied to the email that came over and I said, I can't get into my account by using the drop down menu. I can't select just the quilting classes so that I don't have to scroll through 3,000 classes. I try to click on make this a forever class and nothing happens. It just sits there. Whole program down, the whole tab, and then go back in. Then it'll let me go to my library, but nothing that I just tried to click on is in my library. So, I told him all this stuff. Well, then this guy comes back to me and he says, I see that you got like 2 new things in there from like March 9th. Or whatever in the heck the date was, April something, I don't know, whatever. And I'm like, so I go back in and I'm like, there is nothing there. I don't, what is this guy seeing that I'm not seeing? I don't understand. And so then they have the audacity, then that was it. That's all I got. It's sitting right there. So then I got the little thing that says, how was our service? Well, your service sucked because you didn't answer the question. I said, you tell me you see it. Well, I'm so glad you see it. Why don't you go learn calligraphy? I can't because it's not there. So y'all, I don't know, but I think this is probably my last year with Blueprint. I can't. Things should not be this hard. If I'm paying for it, it should not be that hard. I'm sorry. I've been rambling for hours. Y'all been typing up a storm. Let me go. Let y'all go. I'm not even saying about, that Blueprint doesn't have good stuff. I think any class that I've actually been into, because I went to look at, because like I said, because I pay the annual fee, I can go and look and watch any class, right? So I've gone in and done the Eragumomi or what, I can't ever say that word, you guys. It is like a tongue twister to me. But I went in and like everybody who's teaching, they're all awesome. They're fine. Everything's great. It's just, it's the Blueprint, because when it was Craftsy, it was great. Like nothing was ever this confusing. Anyway, I did see Cozy Quilt doing that. Yes, I did. And I love Danielle. I've seen her at quilt markets and she knows me. I love her and we love each other. I love her. She's like so sweet. Oh, Nancy's going to bed. I'm sorry. I hope you got to say goodbye. If not, oh, you started with For Good Measure. That was a good one. You could not do a piecing block. Forget that. Not me. Yes, I understand the concept, Kathy. It's just when you sit down with it, it's learning how to, where you'll have, like, let's say you're making a sailboat, right? How you draw it, and then how do you break it up that it works? And that's where it's like I need to sit down and concentrate. And that's my problem, is that I've got so little time that I shoot from thing to thing to thing, and I can't think, because and it's me. It's all me. Like I need to take the time. I know this. But there you go. Okay, Lisa is working on her paper piecing, her Creative Notions bag, and she's trying to get her curtains done. Your curtains are important, girl. You don't want people looking in your house. Get your curtains done. Good night, Kathy. I know you go to bed early, sweetheart. See, Stephanie, she got that email too. Did you try to go and use yours? You probably were already up on using yours. See, that's part of my problem, is that I wasn't remembering to go and use them is my problem. Everything that I had from before, Donna, was still there, so that was fine. The problem was that I couldn't use, like, I'm not able to use those credits. When I try to, like, use them, it never goes into my library. Everything freezes up. You can't, anyways, it's not working. It's not working. I miss Craftsy too, Tamala. From the second that Craftsy left, I was like, you have got to be kidding me on this. I'm upset. Like all of the patterns that I bought that are like in the library, if they, for whatever reason, I know, ooh, so mad for the designers too. Every designer that like got kicked out or left because of the poop they were pulling off, I have like the block, like a plain white block, but like nothing, no description of what it is, no picture, no nothing. So I have to click on every single thing to go, I wonder if that's what I was looking for. I have no idea. There's like no name on it or nothing. I don't even know what it is. And so I'm so annoyed by the whole thing. Skillshare. Let me write that down. Y'all, I'm so broke from like buying stuff and trying to improve myself. And it ain't worked yet. Patty, yours is paid monthly. I think it's just I did the annual plan because there was some kind of benefit to it. I mean, first we got like the forever classes, and then there was some other stuff too. And it's just like, but it's not even worth it anymore. You're afraid Blueprint will go away and you'll lose all your classes you bought. Yeah, I worry about that too, honestly. Oh, Lisa, we'll see you later, baby. You go to bed. Go to bed. Get some sleep. Save to babies. You couldn't redeem yours either. See, I'm so mad. I'm so mad. Yes, you can use the classes that you paid for. It's that apparently, like when you get the annual plan, I'm think it's only with the annual plan because there had to be some benefit. Otherwise, I'd have paid monthly too. But you get like these, you get to have an X amount of forever classes that comes with you paying for the year. And so basically you're supposed to be able to click on the coupon and then it takes you over to the list of classes and then you choose the class you want and you say the forever classes anymore. Well, the problem is that it won't let you redeem them. It's like they've turned it off already or something. And when I tried, did you learn calligraphy? Okay, I'll stop now. Good night, Marcia. I have no idea, Jennifer. I don't think so. I mean, who knows? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, seriously, like I'm not going to renew it. I'm not renewing it. It's too annoying. I'd rather like if I really need something and I want to actually pay for a class and then I can like take it with me, happy to do it. Okay. I'm tired of it all being in their little thing and then nothing works. I can't. Yeah, I don't know. That might be true, Donna. We might have to do that, you know. Okay, you guys, I should probably go. We have been on for an hour and 17 minutes. I still have to have dinner. I need to edit a cat lady box video. And I don't know. You think Blueprint opened up free classes for a free weeks because of a virus and a website got overwhelmed? Oh. You think that's what happened? That it's just that they're overwhelmed? I mean, I wish they would have just said that if that were true. I mean, why wouldn't you just say that? The guy's saying he sees my classes. I see nothing. Thank you, Kim. You too. I'm so happy I get Friday off because it's Good Friday. And at my company, we get Good Friday off. And so I was behind on like projects that I have to do for companies that I promised. And like one of them is Fort Worth Fabric Studio because it's 2 videos the first week. And so now I get to like sew all day Friday. Not that I don't love y'all, but every once in a while, I would like to sew something without having a camera on. Oh, awesome. You're not understanding what's the problem with binding. I think it's just a learning curve. And the thing is that it's not something that, oh, I don't know. I mean, it took me a long time to like get the hang of it. And I couldn't even tell you why I couldn't get my head around it. I don't know, but there was something about it that I just could not get. Everybody learns differently as well. Like some people can just like read instructions and then once I learn, I have to keep doing it. And what would happen is, by the time I would finally get the binding right, after that, I would be so terrified to try to start binding again that it would take me forever to get back to it. And then I would have lost it again. And so I think that's was my problem. But, some people just catch on like that. And God bless him. I wish that were me. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna take all this makeup off. Good night. I keep forgetting I'm the one who has to turn it off.